The video for February 19th, 2017 is entitled Incredible Claims About Donald Trump. While I do not get as much email as I once did when my videos used to routinely get 1,000 or more views, I still get info from a number of sources. I just read one that for me goes way too far. I'm sure Mr. Trump has had sexual improprieties in his life, as do many who are influential in politics, religion, and business. However, the claim I just received that he is a transvestite is more than I can get my mind around. I might expect such wild claims to be printed in the tabloids like the National Enquirer and others, but not in an intelligence newsletter. I simply cannot imagine him pretending to be a woman, although that could be a good disguise if he wanted to hide his identity or even as a Halloween costume. I have to admit, however, that when I first read it, I thought it was saying he was a transgender. In other words, actually a woman. Even so, except in the context mentioned above, it's a tough one for me to swallow. Yeah, I have to admit that I was pretty ignorant because I really did think that it was claiming that he was really a woman and not just somebody that dressed up periodically in female attire. In any case, yes, I'm ignorant in that respect, and I have to laugh at myself for that. I don't know who or what Donald Trump's role is actually playing, and the article went on to say that he was put in place by the Chinese and the Russians. And Hillary would have been put in place by them too, because they can be easily removed, because the whole idea of corporate government is and always has been unlawful. And the cabal has to be taken out. And the article in which this allegation was made also indicated that the Rothschilds, or also known as the Bowers, and other so-called elite families are being removed from the planet. And if that's happening, it's a very good thing, and I'm all in favor of it. Because unless these power mongers and liars and deceivers are taken out, humanity will not be able to rise to its, as far as I can see it, its ordained function of becoming fully conscious beings with gifts, talents, and abilities far beyond what we've been told we have and what most of us believe we have. I would like to become someone who can travel to other dimensions and stuff like that. But more than that, I'd like to be able to even exist here on Earth and live here on Earth as a free individual without a whole bunch of rules that tell me I'm not allowed to be myself, and I'm not allowed to express myself, and feeling threatened if I travel without proper documentation. As happened to me one time when I was arrested for driving with an international driving permit because they're not valid in the United States. So I was told, so I spent a night in jail because of that. There's a whole lot of things that need to be corrected, and the whole article was actually pointing out that we're going to be restored, not just the United States, but the whole world, to a form of governance, if you will, that allows freedom and is based on our natural rights, the rights given to us and in the Bill of Rights and in the Declaration of Independence and Constitution. That's going to be something that's going to be worldwide. And supposedly there are things happening in The Hague that are implementing some of the positive changes. Now I've read stuff like that. Is it true? I don't know. there's a lot of incredible claims, not just about Donald Trump, but about a lot of things. And they sound incredible because we've been so programmed to think things are a certain way. And no matter which avenue, whether it's science or religion or politics, no matter which venue we're talking about, all of them have been indoctrinated with ideas that have been fed to us, and it's hard for us to make the leap into truth when what we've believed to be true for so long and we're told is true for so long turns out not to be the way it is. I mean, someone even suggested that there really is no God, that this all came in. I don't know where they get the first cause from. I mean, where did it start? Where did it start? I've never seen anything or heard anything that gives an indication of the genesis of life, the beginning. Okay, I've never. I mean, evolution, but where did it even if that was the case? Where did it begin? What started it? What made it begin to manifest and to become physical or even spiritual? These are questions that I have that are hard for me to get my mind around. And there's a lot of incredible claims that I've read in my life, things that I've believed, things that I've taught, that now looking at it seem incredible. And I'm not going to even try to go into any of the detail of what some of those might be. But this thing about Donald Trump, I'm appreciative that it stretched my mind, and it taught me that there's a difference between transgender and transvestite. I mean, yeah, there is. So I'm glad I looked it up and took the time to actually check, because, as I said, it knocked me off my rocker. Anyway, I have a lot to do today. It's going to be an extremely busy day today, trying to move things from one warehouse to a smaller warehouse so I don't have to pay so much money every month just to store things. I don't need I can get less than half the size a place now, and I'm going to get rid of even some of the stuff that's going to go in there, hopefully within the next couple of months. In any case, I'm going to be busy today, and I'm thankful that both my son and my daughter are helping with some of this process. And perhaps the next day or two, I will actually start moving my computer and things and start actually living in my new apartment. I'm not there yet. I'm moving in, but I haven't slept a single night there. As you can see from what's behind me, it's still the room that I've been staying in with my son. Anyway, as always, I thank you for listening. And I ask again that those of you that pray, that you ask that I receive the strength that I need and the wisdom that I need to help move into whatever the next phase of my life is going to be. I expect to be making videos, but I really don't know. So thank you for listening, and namaste.